What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how the partners of narcissists and toxic people behave differently in public than they do at home. You feel more authentic out in the world than you do at home with that narcissistic person. Stay tuned, like and subscribe for more. So before I was diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, one of the main things that used to annoy me about being in a relationship with my partner or my wife or whatnot was the fact that they would be different in public than they were at home. Like, they would literally be the life of the party out in public and things like that, be happy-go-lucky, making jokes, interacting with everybody. But the second we got home, it was a completely different story. They would withdraw within themselves. They wouldn't talk, they wouldn't speak and things like that. And that annoyed the hell out of me. So I shared that with my therapist. I was like, look, I'm just sick and tired of this. Like, I get the worst version of my wife. Like, everybody else gets the happy-go-lucky person. And my therapist like, why do you think that is? Of course, I blamed her at first, but then my therapist kind of told me and helped me realize the fact that narcissistic people like myself make people around them uncomfortable. Like, we stifle people's voices, and when they do speak, we tend to shut them down or not acknowledge them or not appreciate what they have to say. We don't give enough weight and value to the things that they say and the things that they do. So a narcissistic person's presence can be stifling to people around them. Hope this helps. Welcome back, beautiful people. So, y'all, touchy subject. So, I made a video like this, and I just tell people, I just get annoyed when my wife would act differently in public than when she does at home. Like, she be happy-go-lucky, just the life of the party, and even be interacting with me differently. You know what I mean? I was just like, dang, you are just so different out here in public. This is interesting. Then we get home and it's got completely opposite, completely different. I was just like, damn, I was like, what are you doing? Like, I be so, y'all, I was angry as hell. You probably can see, you probably can tell by the video, I was still a little angry now, but I still understand the dynamic, y'all. I understand it. You know, people in the comment section of this video just like, your wife's a narcissist, man. You just stay strong, king. You gotta, these toxic women will harm you and hurt you, and they act different. She's definitely cheating on you, bro. Cause blah, 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 blah. It's like, look, y'all, I understand the dynamic, and I don't think people understand when you see a man come out here and tell you about his mental health issues and his problems and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I'm the narcissist in my relationship, y'all. It's me. I know it. I understand the dynamic because I see it. Because like when she used to try to talk to me, she felt like she couldn't say what she wanted to say because she thought I'm a ragey person. I just yell and scream. You know what I mean? She was intimidated. She was scared to speak her mind. I understand that dynamic because people will watch this video and comment that in the comment section. Well, she was scared to speak her mind. I'm like, I said that in the video. Like, people are like, I understand that. That's why I'm trying to raise awareness to help y'all understand that people are scared to speak their mind with narcissists and toxic people, and they feel more comfortable out in the real world at a party or at an event with other people around where you can be more authentic and things like that. Might as well have fun while you're out in public because you know what's going to happen when you get home. When you get home, you'll be stifled. You're probably gonna get told to shut up. You're probably gonna get held to a different standard at home than you are in public sometimes, especially when you deal with narcissistic people. They'll make you feel like you're a horrible person for just standing up for yourself. They'll make you feel like you're a horrible person for just thinking and doing what you want to do. They just will do that type of stuff right there. So if you're ever dealing with a narcissistic person, that's kind of the mindset that goes into it, y'all. Sometimes they'll say and do things to you to make you feel uncomfortable at home and uncomfortable out in public. You know, sometimes they like say so I used to think, like, I know what people are going to say that, well, Lee, the narcissist presents different at home than in public as well. Yeah, but that's fakeness. In public, we are being fake. We are being inauthentic because we want people to view us as good people. We want people to view us and have a good reputation because we know what we're doing at home. We know if what we're doing at home or whatever behind closed doors gets exposed, we're going to be exposed for the person that we really are. So it's good to have a good personal, image out here in the real world to help you combat that if it does happen, if it does come up and things like that. Or if you're dealing with a narcissistic person, you are being authentic outside the house. The opposite is true. You are being authentic outside the house because you don't feel comfortable inside the house. You feel comfortable around other people. You mean with your friends and things like that, with your family members and things like that, at a social event, at a networking event, than you do at home because you feel stifled at home. The narcissistic person feels stifled out in the real world and feel like they can come home and be themselves and be mentally, emotionally, verbally, sometimes physically abusive to the people around him. take out, like, I tell people, when you are dealing with a narcissistic person, you are, you become the emotional punching bag of that narcissist or that toxic person. You just do. I know people don't like to hear that, but I'm just like, they go out here in the real world, pretend to be somebody else, pretend to be a good person, pretend to be a pillar of society, and then come home and be horrible. It's just like the weight of the mask out in public gets so heavy that when you come home, you want to stretch your legs and take the mask off and just be you. Start to insult your partners, start to do horrible stuff to your partners and things like that. I see it happen all the time. And this is not a new phenomenon. It happens literally all the time, especially when you're dealing with narcissists and toxic people. It just does happen. And I tell people, just like, how do we get them to behave at home the same way you do out in public? I know a lot of people come out here wanting the answers to get a narcissistic person to change, but they have to have something to lose that they're willing to lose and things like that. You know what I mean? But so we don't matter enough for them to lose. Sometimes the narcissistic person is going to put themselves first. They just are. Ego first, self first. Narcissists tend to be self-serving people and are going to serve themselves before they try to serve others. What about in public? They serve others before they're also, like, even when narcissists are pretending to be good people out in the real world, they are also serving themselves because they're serving their reputation. They're serving the image that they put out into the public eye and things like that. They're still serving themselves by serving others. You see what I'm saying? So they come home and they just unload on the people closest to them. And when you come home and unload on the people closest to you, they tend to retreat. It's like a turtle. You become like, people who deal with narcissists tend to be like turtles. You get around danger, or like ostriches. You get around danger, you stick your head in the ground, or you put your head into your shell. Because you're in the shell while you're at home. But when you come out, when you go out in the public and you be around friends and family where you feel more comfortable, you come out, your turtle head comes out. You're like a little turtle head, like come out the turtle shell. Just look around slowly, and the coast is clear. So you start to act like yourself because you're out in public and stuff like that now. You know what I mean? And it happens all the time. And the narcissistic person, if they catch wind of this, they might be angry with you. They might be mad at you. They'll see you out in public acting like a different person, come home and get mad at you and yell at you. They'll see you, and you'll see them. You'll see them at the party or something. You look across the room at the party, and you're over there smiling and laughing, and they're just staring at you through the crowd like this, like a movie. You ever seen those movie scenes where everybody's moving except for that one person? it's like a street in New York, and literally everybody is moving except for one person, and the camera is focused on that one person sitting still. That's the narcissist looking at you, being authentic and being you and being angry as hell at you. The more fun you have, the angrier the narcissist is going to get out in public. That's how I used to get, y'all. And this is not me being proud of. I know people come on my channel like, you proud of the stuff that you used to do. I'm not proud of stuff I used to do. I'm proud of how far I've came in my life and on my journey. I'm working on me. And working on me is helping other people work on themselves. Yes, I'm proud of that part. Yes, I would never stop being proud of how far I've come on this journey of self-development, personal development, and things like that. So if you're dealing with a narcissist or toxic person and you feel like you cannot be yourself at home, they want you to stay in. Look, if they see you having too much fun, they'll make you feel bad about going out. They'll want you to sit in the house more. You know what I mean? They'll want you to sit in the house more so you can't go out and have fun. They like to isolate you and stifle your creativity and stifle your personality. So now you at home getting this mental, emotional, and verbal, like I said, sometimes physical stuff happening to you. So don't stifle yourself when you're in these toxic relationships, y'all. Just empower yourself, take care of yourself, and be as strong as you possibly can, because sometimes you have people depending on you and things like that. But anyways, let me log off this thing, y'all. Toronto, Canada, 11/19, November 19th. We'll be in Toronto, Canada for our next meetup in person and whatnot. narcavengers.com/Toronto. NARC Avengers.com/Toronto. I will see you there. Like and subscribe for more. Mental Illness is out. Peace.